Today we have some more big LEC news to talk about. Today is everything going to be regarding about the Fnatic top lane situation and what their game plan is for 2025 and some more details involving that whole situation. That's what we're going to be talking about today. This report comes from Eros. I have some information and quotes directly from him, but he is telling me that Fnatic for this next season is going to be re-signing Oscar, bringing him back into the top lane for their team for next year. I know if we take a look at the global contract database, I believe I have it pulled up right now, Oscar is set to become a free agent on November 18th of 2024. That's like right around when Worlds ends or whatever. So there was definitely some speculation from a lot of people, LEC fans, Fnatic fans, whatever, if Fnatic was going to test the market for top laners, if they were going to go in maybe some other direction, if Oscar was going to go in some different direction. There was some speculation. There was some questions left to be had there. Obviously, some people want to see Oscar back. Some people maybe would like to see Fnatic go a different direction. You never really know. But Oscar has definitely been promising throughout this season, 2024 in the LEC. I know in the LEC winter of 2024, our Sheep Esports rankings had him ranked as the number 7 top laner in the LEC. But in the spring, he bumped all the way up to number 3, and then in the summer, he was number 3 once again. So one of the better top laners, also just being 21 years old. His second season in the LEC definitely still has some more time to develop, definitely more time to hone his skills, you know, become more of a leader, just become more of his own player. Some people burst onto the scene right away. Some people, it takes a little bit more time. But yes, so some of the details we have here about this from Eros, he says Oscar has re-signed for 2 years, 2-year extension that will match the contract of Razork. So that is also something interesting to note here. We can see Razork is signed until 2026. Oscar now going to be signed until November of 2026 as well. So maybe they want to keep, you know, that top and Jung duo together, keeping them kind of on the same schedule, keeping them lined up. That is definitely interesting. Fnatic has that nice core lined up for a while. And then they also have, obviously, Humanoid signed until 2025, Noah signed until 2025, and June signed until 2025 as well. So if they don't want, then making roster transfers or changes or the whole offseason carousel and all the craziness that goes with it, that doesn't necessarily even be something that they have to worry about, which could be exciting depending on who you ask. Obviously, like I said, some Fnatic fans, I'm sure, think some changes need to be made, but also I think oftentimes in League of Legends, there is people don't put enough credit into or people don't give enough weight to actually maintaining rosters and keeping rosters together and allowing them to build year over year. Now, I know sometimes that hasn't been super successful, but I think that more and more you might see things like this going forward in the future. Again, I don't know that Fnatic is going to be entirely sticking together. I'm not reporting anything like that to you guys here. Just reporting that, you know, at least they do have, if this 2-year deal does get officially signed and put in and everything, that they will then have everyone signed until at least 2025. So again, Fnatic will have an entire roster under contract heading into next year. Also, some interesting things to note. Oscar is a really key part of the Fnatic project, and he has not talked to any other teams and did not even want to wait until the free market transfer. His choice was always Fnatic. That comes from Eros, some things that he's talking about for Oscar, because again, Oscar's contract was expiring. He could have tested the market. He could have seen what kind of offers he was going to get. He could have seen, you know, what the money was going to be, what the potential other rosters were going to be, all that stuff, but he did not want to. He wanted to get this deal done. Even, you know, obviously we're like during Worlds time right now. There's some big match coming up, whatever. He wanted to get this deal done. This is what Eros is telling me. It was a focus for him, but it was also a focus for Fnatic as well. Eros does say that Oscar was really their first priority this offseason. He says Fnatic didn't even think about other stuff. They didn't want to explore the market. So this really does seem like a match made in heaven in a lot of ways. Oscar wanted to stick around for Fnatic, and he's shown some loyalty to them, not even wanting to test the market, and then Fnatic not wanting to test that top lane market either. Now, is that because, you know, Oscar really is that high to them, or because the market wasn't that great, or they didn't want to consider other options? I don't really know. Obviously, that's going to be left up for speculation, debate, and all that good stuff. But yes, so Oscar, the 21-year-old Spanish top laner, I believe, is apparently re-signing a 2-year deal, new 2-year deal with Fnatic, locking up their top lane situation again. I think most fans will probably be excited about that. I know there has been some speculation and people saying, hey, Fnatic needs to make this change or that change or whatever on Twitter or Reddit or whatever. But overall, I think Oscar has looked pretty strong. strong. Maybe not the best at times, but pretty promising at times as well. And the big problem here is obviously this World's Main Event, where he has not really been that strong in the first couple of games for Fnatic. We have him ranked as the number 16 top laner at Worlds and just a 37 out of 100 rating. Obviously, that is definitely not good enough, and that has maybe led to even more people kind of calling for his head or calling for him to be replaced or sacked or whatever, saying we need somebody who's going to be more of a force internationally, or just at least be able to hold their own internationally, which so far Oscar has not shown to do. But again, this is just his second full season at the highest levels of competitive League of Legends, and hopefully it'll be something that he'll be able to kind of grow with and learn with and stuff over time. Obviously, his world numbers have not been good. You can see a ton of red here. Not great CS per minute, not great kill participation, not great goals per minute, not great damage per minute, lots of deaths, not great damage per gold. So not a lot of stuff promising from this Worlds just yet. But again, this Worlds is also not over. He's going to have at least one best of 3 to play, where he's going to get to show hopefully some different picks, hopefully some different matchups, some different planning, being able to bounce back from what has so far been a pretty rough start to Worlds for Oscar. But him and Fnatic will obviously have the next couple of years to figure this stuff out as well and grow together, and hopefully continue to develop and become even a better team with better players. So yeah, that is kind of the big story we got there from Eros. A lot of the small details I wanted to throw in as well. Some other random stories we've gotten from Sheep Esports over the past couple of days that are maybe not going to get their own dedicated videos, maybe not big enough or anything like that. But Sheep Esports yesterday did report that Carlson is set to be promoted by Team Heretics in the LEC, going to be the new Team Heretics top laner. So that's obviously a big deal. We're, again, slowly but surely filling in the rest of these LEC rosters. So if that was something you were looking out for, that is there. We also have some K-Corp news. The Rock is set to join K-Corp Blue in the LFL as our new head coach. Obviously, a lot of people were memeing about this. Obviously, K-Corp insanely popular. This tweet from Sheep Esports got 1.4 million views. But yeah, tons of people are memeing that his name is The Rock. It's super funny, but he is going to be apparently the new head coach for K-Corp Blue in the LFL, and that's always going to be exciting news. And then the other thing that I did want to point out here as well, we do have the 80 carry Bean being set to join Berlin International Gaming, BIG, in the Prime League. Obviously, Bean is a player that has kind of been thrown around and being a big name that people previously have been pretty excited about. So I did want to get that information to you guys out as well. I think that is all of the stuff for the most part for the time being. But yes, very, very big news. Obviously, Oscar re-signing with that new 2-year deal to be the next, to be the existing top laner, to continue being that existing top laner for Fnatic for 2025, 2026. And yeah, lining up with some of the other players on Fnatic and their deals as well. Of course, as always, our off-season coverage is powered by Holy. Make sure you guys check out that first link in the description below. Use discount code SE5 for a nice little discount on Holy. Great tasting energy drinks that also just so happen to be healthier than the competition. So how can you go wrong there? I actually have my package of Holy, my order of Holy coming to me right now. It still hasn't got here yet, but it's hopefully coming soon. And when I get it, I'll definitely show it off to you guys and all that stuff. So I have mine coming. You guys should get yours today as well. Pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then.